My question for you today, boxing fans, is this. Where's all the sparring partners gone? Like, it's like they've all disappeared or not been employed. Back in the day, even Klitschko, when Wladimir Klitschko used to spar, you knew the guys who were in sparring camp. You knew the guys who he was training with. You knew the guys, like for example, you knew, like I knew, that at one point Wladimir Klitschko had Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, Deontay Wilder, Jonathan Banks, Richard Towers. They were all, and trainer Uncle James El Bashir, they were all in the same training camp. The same training camp. So you knew that Wladimir Klitschko was getting top quality sparring. Like, you used to know who was in the training camp. Like, even when Joshua was preparing for certain fights, you knew that Martin Bakole was his chief sparring partner. Alexander Usyk at one point had Martin Bakole as a top sparring partner, his chief sparring partner. So you knew that Usyk was using Bakole because of physical strength to prepare to fight Anthony Joshua. So we knew these things. Suddenly, it's a shock that Canelo hires Boots Ennis to spar with him. But all the big fights, when you know a guy sparring with quality sparring, you know he's preparing right. But of recent times, we're not here. We used to get a list of sparring partners. We're not getting that anymore. And you can't tell me today's fighters have got more to hide than yesteryear's fighters. So I'm not understanding it. Okay, we don't have to watch him sparring, but at least let us know the quality of guys you're sparring with as you're going into camp, or who you're training with, or who's getting you into shape to fight. Like, who's Terence Crawford sparring? I don't know. I'd love to know who Terence Crawford is sparring. We know that Canelo's using Boots Ennis. We knew back in the day that Anthony Joshua used to use amateur guys to spar with because he was in the same centre where all the top amateur stars were coming out of. So we've got to know who's sparring with who. We knew that back in the day, Carl Froch sparred with Chris Eubank Jr. and that was top sparring. So you tell me. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section. This is BWTN Sports.